According to Understanding Abnormal Behavior, OCD is characterized by recurrent and persistent intrusive thoughts and impulses, attempts made to suppress the thoughts or behaviors, and thoughts and behaviors recognized as unreasonable. Melvin, played by Jack Nicholson in this week's episode, As Good as It Gets, suffers through the same repetitive thoughts and feelings that cause him a great deal of anxiety, and through this, he lashes out at anyone and everyone within a 50-inch radius. As we see, Melvin treats his neighbors very poorly without an ounce of remorse for the crude and offensive things he says and does to them, including throwing a poor neighbor's dog down a garbage chute. So at the beginning of the movie, Melvin is very unlikable, but we're gonna find out if some treatment maybe worked for him. So we see Melvin suffer through compulsions such as avoiding sidewalk cracks, using a bar of soap one time, and bringing his own plastic cutlery to the diner. So movies and media portray individuals who suffer from OCD as being unable to control their obsessions and compulsions. The thought of performing certain rituals is quite scary and causes a great deal of anxiety and tension. What is normal to us, walking through the grocery store and interacting with a variety of people, or walking down the street, these things, are everyday occurrences for us, but for people who suffer from OCD, these are nightmare fuel. So common obsessions include fear of germs or contamination, of which Melvin certainly had, fear of losing control over one's behavior, and Melvin recognized that his behavior was not great, to say the least, and began taking control through medication and therapy. So, yay. Aggressive thoughts toward others. Yeah, he had these thoughts in spades. Unwanted, forbidden, or taboo thoughts involving sex. Now, interestingly enough, we didn't see Melvin exhibit these behaviors per se, and was actually quite taken aback when Carol, played by Helen Hunt, suggested a level of sexual intimacy between them. So very interesting. And a desire to have things in symmetrical or perfect order. And Melvin absolutely needed to have everything in its space. I think Melvin would agree that you don't put something down, you put it away. Excessive cleaning or hand washing, and yeah, we saw this with Melvin with his aforementioned bar of soap. In fact, he had a cupboard full of brand new soaps he only used once. And ordering or arranging things in a particular or precise way, and yeah, Melvin absolutely had to have everything arranged in a specific order. Repetitively checking things such as ensuring the door is locked, the oven is off, lights are off, and Melvin had 10 locks on his apartment door? Compulsive counting. Now, we didn't necessarily see Melvin do this, but he had an equal compulsion over those cracks in the sidewalk. So much so that when he began taking care of Verdell, the aforementioned garbage chute dog, the dog adopted those same mannerisms of avoiding the cracks. And though the exact causes of OCD are unknown, various risk factors include genetics, biology, trauma, and just overall temperament. And research has shown that people who exhibit reserved behaviors, experience negative emotions, and experience anxiety and depression are more likely to develop OCD. And we can't say for sure when Melvin's OCD began, but we saw that medication combined with talk therapy helped him live a more enjoyable life. Although there is no cure for OCD, treatment helps people manage their symptoms, engage in day-to-day activities with greater ease, and lead full, active lives. And Melvin, through trial and error, learns to better integrate into society. For Melvin, the wonders of treatment and medication help him heal, and in the end, we see him face day-to-day challenges that have kept him from enjoying a full life, including making up with Carol and entering into a relationship with her. Ultimately, As Good as It Gets sheds light into the life of people who suffer from debilitating OCD. The lesson, of course, is that if you or someone you know is experiencing a mental health crisis, there are treatment options and people who care. And I think we can all agree we all owe it to ourselves to prioritize our mental health. So go ahead and give the subscribe button a mental health day so you never miss a thing. As you know, new episodes of the Real Relationships podcast premiere every Thursday on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get podcasts. We are also on TikTok and Facebook, so join us on all of our channels so you never miss a thing. We are well into our third season and loving it. Up next is the 1993 political satire Dave that I think has a lot to say about politics. And yeah, I will just leave it at that so that you can enjoy our episode. Stay safe. We'll see you soon.